Peppy reporting.
Davo, how are you, man?
Oh
Hello?
no, what's wrong?
There's nothing wrong. Is there?
Trying to check settings.
No, hang on.
I
No, I can hear you, dude. Hello?
Stupid Microsoft.
No!
Let's see what devices.
Fuck's sake.
Ah, that might be better. Hello?
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 Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, what do you... Okay. So it wasn't... Was it your end?
Microsoft decided that, well, Teams decided that my headphones were the best device
Oh.
to output sound to tonight.
Yep, okay, because I thought you might have thought that you couldn't hear me.
No, I always know to check. I always know to check Teams. It's not as bad as Skype, but it's pretty bad.
Yeah. Well, you just never know because it might have decided that I didn't have an input device. And I'm going
I mean,
hello,
if it had
hello, and
been,
you're just going
yeah,
hello because I could hear everything you're saying.
I would
So
have been more suspicious if it had been Andy,
yes, yes,
because he's got form.
true. He does have past performance.
He has had performance issues in the past.
Yes, indeed.
Uh,
Oh my god.
so how are you, Dave?
Oh yeah, bit of a headache today, so
Oh,
I should be all right. Took some drugs about 2 hours ago, so I
amphetamines, heroin,
yes,
what type of?
all the above. No,
Um, uh,
just some Nurofen, just something to try and tackle it before it gets any worse. But I've had it all day, and I always try to give it a natural chance of healing, going away.
Geez, I could have sent you one of my 50 milligram gummies, Dave. That would have done the
But
job.
oh my god, that would make it worse because I reckon I'd just start concentrating on the headache. And you just start hearing all this moaning coming from this end.
Uh, so, do you remember last Monday I mentioned after the game that I had
Yes.
half a gummy?
Yeah, well, I did ask you after the last game how you pulled
Yeah,
up. Yeah, anyway, carry on.
yeah. I'm not sure I mentioned one of because I was a bit ashamed at the time, but at one stage I ran out of beer and I had to crawl from the gaming room to the fridge.
Well, you did say that you were crawling and holding onto the wall and all sorts of stuff,
Yeah,
so
yeah, it was pretty bad. And that was like 1/4 of what the bad one had done.
yeah.
That was like it was 6 milligrams.
Yep, well, that sounds like it's more than enough.
It's definitely more than enough for me. I do not need more than that
Yep, yeah. Oh,
ever.
there he
That
is.
looks like Andy.
Hello.
It is
It
indeed.
is Andy. Is
Could
that a
you could
picture
you?
of you on the tee, Andy?
It is a picture of me on the tee.
That's a nice
Um,
follow through.
what do you think of the old swing?
Yeah, I'm impressed.
I don't have a picture.
Well,
Is this thing in Teams?
well,
Yeah,
No, I just have AS where a picture might be.
I used to get AS. Now I've got this picture.
Okay.
As a
No,
matter of fact,
well, the only one who's got a picture, Dave, is you.
I think I'm going to have a better golf swing after seeing this picture. I'm going to emulate that.
the I didn't do it within Teams. I had to do it via my Microsoft account.
Ah,
So it's picked it up from there. But interestingly, Andy Hope was not able to see it when I spoke to him on Friday. So
hmm.
he basically wanted me to have a sort of to change the AS to some photographs. So I said, well, to be honest, I don't really know how to do that,
Yeah.
but
Well, I'm I'm going to describe the picture to Dave. Dave, it looks like someone with a proper golf swing.
A professional.
That's what it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah. Looks like a correct follow through.
What, a driver or an iron?
His feet aren't even in the air like they should do.
That always helps.
I tell you what it was. It was actually a one iron taken from a very interesting backdrop. It was a place Carol and I went to a few years ago now, and they had this small golf course attached to it. But it was brilliant because it was so out of the way, but I was the only person on the golf course that day.
Fantastic.
So I think I took about 3. I mean, it wasn't a great course, to be honest. It was more like a sort of elongated sort of pitch and putt, but it was, some of the holes were 200-300 yards long, so that's why I took I took a one iron and a couple of other clubs, and that was it.
I was just shocked that you even owned a one iron.
Well, the problem with all of that was because they were plastic, not plastic. They were mats on the tees. I was teeing up, a little bit. Of course, the tees were going all over the place, and I only went out with about a dozen tees or so, and I was down to bugger all. I was looking for, the tiny little scraps, where they break off at the top.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to have a very quick look to see photos. Let's have a look. I might have a photo somewhere. I'll see whether I have, and if I have, I'll send it to you at some point.
Yeah, sounds good.
I was impressed, by the way, Andy, with the
By what?
by the video that you sent through. That was one hell of a crowd.
Yeah.
Well, you don't remember?
Oh yes, it was. Sorry, I'm still thinking about that. I was quite staggered. Now then, what figure do you think the mainstream media said was there?
100,000.
They said 100,000,
Well,
but
I would have estimated somewhere between 500 and a million. That was packed in.
I mean, that I think that went on. It was way more than 100,000. I mean, anyway, that took place on Saturday.
Yeah. So, what did the mainstream media report the crowd as?
Well, that was the number that was. The Metropolitan Police said, according to their thing, it was 100 to 110,000, which
shit.
Isn't it?
That's like Trump looking out into a crowd of 10 people saying there's 100,000 here.
Yeah, it is funny how if the government likes the crowd, then the numbers are inflated. And if they don't like what they're arguing about, the numbers are deflated. It's very consistent and very
I thought
sad.
you might be impressed with that anyway.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. And I actually asked ChatGPT about that protest, Andy. And I said, well, based on the amount of people that seem to be there, well over 100,000, I said, what are the chances of the Reform Party winning if there was an election? And it come back and it said, if there was an election next weekend, they'd be slight favourites. There'd be 40-something% chance. But given how long it is till the next English election, it's a long, long time to even.
It is.
It's not. Yeah, it's not even worth worrying about at this point. Too many things happen.
Yep. Right. Now this court chosen today, Dave, is a very very interesting course.
I looked hard, and it appears we've never played it in competition.
I can tell you that we've never played it because I didn't.
Well,
I didn't have it.
Same here, Dave.
Yep, and because I was a bit unsure since it was new and never been played. Well, it's an old course, but we just never played it. I played the first 2 holes to see, and I became intrigued but alarmed at the greens. So that's why I've chosen it, because it's got greens that are different to any other course.
Okay.
And I wasn't very good at them, but they weren't unfair.
Yep.
You'll see what I mean when we get going, and you can see from the setup I haven't gone too vicious.
No, I can see that.
Because it's all about the greens tonight, boys.
Okay.
If you can adjust to what they're like, that person's going to win. I couldn't. Not in 2 holes, I couldn't.
Now
So
then,
we'll
are you
see.
sure you want to play the championship tees, because they are very, very long course?
Yes, I do.
All right, well, okay, let's go for it.
It's unusual for a course to start with a par 3 as well.
What a gentle, friendly start. What could go wrong?
Yeah.
All right, let's have a look here. Okay. It's pretty crap.
You did say hard normal. I think
I
I
did.
see.
I thought
What
about
would I-
hard, but then I thought, nah.
And what was the wind? Just
Calm.
breezy?
Ah,
or-
man. Ah.
Okay.
You don't get that very often.
And I'm
No,
guessing
you
there's no altitude.
96 feet
Okay.
is what I saw.
Might
Yep,
as well.
take that
know.
into account, Dave.
Sure.
That's an inch or two. That looks great.
Oh, Dave. What are you doing to us, man?
Oh, nothing yet. Dave said these greens are going to be tough. That might be a tough putt.
8.
Yeah, that's
3-9.
3-putt range, Dave.
I'm trying to work out what could be different about these greens. Going to find out.
And he's done exactly the same shot as me.
Well,
We both,
I followed both of your shots, but when it came to mine, I got about 3/4 of the way down, and then no, I'm not going to play the whole lot for you. Okay. Well, 3, 10, 9, 12, 11, 46, 11, 57. Just about do, I think. Yeah, I had to download this course as well today.
Yeah, it's been out for 5 years or something. Surprised that none of us had it. Did you have to download it, Dave? Or
I had it.
okay, but then again, you
but
had all of them at one point.
I only had it because I did that download of a big zip file that had like 500 courses in it, so I'm sure that's how I got it.
I'd say so.
Yeah, the only thing is that zip file ended on the letter
W or something, wasn't it?
W, I think it was. So yeah, I'm missing some of the courses at the end. All right. Oh boy.
Oh.
Really struggling with this putt. How much to give it?
the putter was working a little bit better than Friday, Dave.
Oh, what happened?
Andy can
Uh,
talk.
What was the? I can't remember what the deficit was.
Well, there was talk of double busted at one stage, Dave, but I had a little mini.
Yeah,
Sort of.
72, 75, something like that. We
Yeah.
didn't. Neither of us acquitted ourselves particularly well.
No, Andy was leading by 4 with about 8 holes to go, and I was getting worried at that point.
And then I think I put it in some water, didn't I, at one point?
Yeah, there was
Okay.
some water issues,
Open the
indeed.
door for him.
Not opened the door, but slammed the door shut on the double busted, put it
Right.
that way.
Well, it was a good start, Dave.
Thank you.
It's a good start, wasn't it?
It's a fairway.
Oh, that's young Phil.
Tony,
Tony.
how are you?
Yeah, good. We were discussing plans for your visit. Wallow said she's got to make some chili paste from scratch.
Oh,
boy.
baby. Sounds good.
Wow.
She
You
said
won't
to
believe-
check. She said to check with the Daves how spicy they can take it.
As spicy as
Callum,
possible.
on your route, but
You can tell her there's no limits.
No limits.
No limits.
All right.
And you won't believe how good it is, Dave. It's 100% authentic Thai. It's great.
Fantastic. That's what I'm looking forward to it.
When you said no limits, even Natalie heard in the living room and she burst out laughing. All right, no limits it is.
Great. Well, you got to remember, Dave's got to have it as well.
Well,
I'm
I know
You're not going to
Dave.
make individual sauce servings. So
I know Dave can take it,
yeah. Well, if he
even though he looks like he stepped in the shower while he's at the dining room table. I know he can take it. All right.
That sounds good. Yep, that's a great shot.
It's not far away, Phil.
No.
And it looks like it's going to be I'm hoping for a Collingwood Hawthorn grand final where I get to barrack for Collingwood.
With a really heartfelt amount of support. Well, you and Essendon supporters would have a bit in common, I think, with your mutual hatred of Hawthorn.
Yeah. Well,
Especially
I know.
right now for Essendon supporters stealing their best player.
yeah. I know a guy who's a big Collingwood supporter, and he hates Carlton. He thinks they're the worst team.
Well, they're traditional rivals, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
That's old school, the Carlton Collingwood. Back in the day, that was arguably the biggest rivalry in the sport.
Yeah. It's amazing that they didn't end up like the Anzac Day traditional one instead of Collingwood Essendon.
Yeah. It was because Sheedy was the innovator, wasn't he?
Well, he was, yeah.
seeing as Phil is online as well today, can one of you two, Dave, forward the email that I sent to you with that video, and just see what Phil thinks about how many people there are there.
This is going to be the right-wing protest.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
It'd be quite impressed with it, I think.
I'll put my finely honed skills, crowd calculating skills to the test.
All right, I'll send it to him.
All right. Thanks, Dave.
It's 38.7. 38.7. I've got to be careful with this.
All right, you should have it, Phil.
Right.
Very nice.
Yeah, excellent.
And what none of you may be aware of was there's been a tube Transport for London. They had a tube strike, and I think it was still going on Saturday. It was sort of a week-long strike. So it's quite impressive, those numbers, considering there wasn't the underground wasn't working.
Yeah. That is pretty amazing. How
Well,
that all got on.
I've been reading about the Overton window recently, and the fact that these anti-immigration protests is kind of being spearheaded, or the ones getting the most publicity are the neo-Nazis. It's pushing neo-Nazism into the Overton window. And the whole concept of the Overton window is what is the scope of acceptable political beliefs which, you know, the general population believes are open to discussion. So if you went back 20 years and you said, would neo-Nazis be able to be part of the general conversation, and also should they get equal time? We're still probably some way off it, but it's moving in that direction where they're becoming involved in these kind of mainstream immigration protests to the extent that the Overton window might start including neo-Nazism, white supremacy, which is just staggering.
Well, it only happened 8 days ago in Melbourne, Phil. When they
Yeah,
had
I
that
know.
big-
Yeah. You know, so it's interesting that Overton window, I guess, an example of something that, you know, people would say, no, you can't give equal time to that. That's say if there was a political party that was promoting, you know, pedophiles, and say we want equal time and we want to discuss this, and people would just say, no way, you're not in the Overton window. That's just way out there, and that's something that, you know, should never be talked about. And if you talk about it, we'll throw you in jail. Whereas,
So
which is what?
where does
Like, sorry.
I was going to say, Phil, where does the Overton window come from? Concept.
It was a professor at a university, and his name was Overton.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, but it came from that sort of study. But I've often thought of that because in Australia, I don't know about the UK, but you often get, you know, these calls, especially it happens with the ABC, but it happens with all news outlets. But they, you know, the right wing media will say the ABC are left biased and you know won't give equal time to these right wing views, and so they've had to, you know, make a real point and say, okay, 50 time for that view and for that view on opposing sides. But of course that only applies to stuff that's within the Overton window. Once you step outside that, you're not going to, and even now, realistically, you're not going to give equal time to a Nazi over someone who is, you know, say pro-immigration. You know, it's still some way from that, but it's moving in that direction, which is pretty out there. And that Chris Kirk guy in the States as well,
Charlie.
you know, the one, yeah, Charlie Kirk, was it? The one who was assassinated anyway. I mean, his actual views, when you read about him, are pretty, you know,
Oh, get out.
They're abhorrent.
pretty out there. That was good. All right, so your email has come through. So, overhead view.
Talked it too much. Okay.
So without, I mean, nobody knows it for sure because nobody's issued a head count for people turning up. But what do you think, as a uninformed observer, about what you're seeing?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's still panning up the road, so I've not seen the full thing yet.
Yeah. So when you get to the end, tell me what you think it might be.
Compared to what the authorities said it was.
Yes.
So did they say something like 10 or 20,000 people? Because it's definitely more than this.
Well, I'll tell you what it is when you give me your estimate.
Right, and that final shot of the square, well, that's pretty... Okay, I'm going to have to play that again.
It's like the jelly beans in a jar contest.
Yeah, I know.
And if you get it right within 1,000, Phil, you get the golden bar.
Okay.
What I would say is I had wildly differing numbers from the two Daves. Well, I'd be interested to see what you thought it would be. I must admit, the first time I saw it, I only went sort of about halfway along when there was a bit of greenery sort of suddenly appeared, and then I realised, hang on a minute, this isn't the end of it. This is just it is. This is just the trees hiding the crowd underneath.
That shot was hardly human, Dave. It's amazing.
I know.
Okay, I'm gonna say 45,000 people.
Wow.
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 What?
Well, you do have a government job, so that's understandable.
Well, you know what I did? I just segged out a section. I thought that's 500 people, and I just kept marking out sections that I thought were 500 people. So I was just counting half one, one half two, two and a half three, etc., and got to 45. So what is it?
Well, the police said it was 100,000, 110,000 quoted.
Wow.
Uncle Dave, you thought it was
Close to half a million.
half a million, 500,000.
Jesus.
I mean, I just don't know, but
Well, the police said 100,000. You'd probably trust that figure, I guess. And like, you know, that's the overhead view. There's, as you say, in the green areas, there were people probably up against the buildings and stuff that we couldn't see. So, I mean, that seems credible. You know, I'm not saying when you said that, Dave, I thought I must have been really close. It was exactly half the amount.
Yeah. I pointed out that sometimes if the government likes what a protest is about, they'll inflate the numbers, and if they don't like what it's about, they'll deflate the numbers.
Exactly.
So you got to take, and the police are normally on the government side, so you've got to take that into account.
Yeah, true. So, I mean, but you think of it too, like if you think of a full MCG, and you think, yeah, would all those people feel that? I guess you'd probably say, well, yeah, maybe they would. Maybe that would fill a whole MCG. So yeah, that sounds fair enough to me. I mean, that one in Sydney a few weeks ago, that was massively undercounted, wasn't it? What was that?
Good.
Like an environmental protest or something.
Remember when I was at the Australia protest, 8 days ago, and I kept sending you estimates, and I kept raising the number over and over because just more people kept turning up.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure what the actual estimate was that day. But
I've
it
got a
certainly
feeling that
looked
might
like-
have been the one where they said 10 or 20, and you were giving me much larger numbers than that.
I'll bet money it was much more than 10 or 20.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a lot of protests in town. I got a feel for
Yeah.
numbers. It was 50.
Okay.
That was my gut feeling.
What, 50,000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was the equivalent sort of rally as that you just had.
And there's the rule of protest as well, which is that for any one person that attends that gets himself off the couch basically, or from whatever they're doing and turns up, there's another 20 who think exactly like him.
Sitting at home on the fridge, drinking a beer, going, "It's a disgrace."
Yeah, exactly. But can't get off the sofa and down into the main CBD or whatever it is. So yeah, significant protests. Like the one on immigration in Australia at the moment, where I just read this morning that 60% now of our population were born outside Australia, which is a staggering number.
Yeah.
I always thought it was big when it was 25 or 30 or 35 or something like that, and that was the last time I saw the number. But 60% of people not born in the country is a very large figure.
Yeah.
It's I mean, and immigration and racism, it's one of those topics. It's like, when you're in an argument and you're wrong, but you hate the fact that you're wrong, and you just want to say to the other person, just give me 5 minutes. Just give me 5 minutes to get used to the idea. Just shut up. And you know what I mean? And but large scale immigration to a country feels like that. It's like, it's almost like the same thing. I can't accept this. I know ultimately that I can't not accept it, but just give me 5 minutes to get used to it. And I think in this sort of case, that might be the argument for slowing things down and just let people get used to it, and then people will be okay.
I mean,
That's
immigration
just
is
a personal
necessary.
opinion.
Yeah, immigration is necessary in almost all countries, just
Yeah.
for the economy to keep going okay and things like that. But people are sitting here, and or kids are sitting here, teenagers and 20-somethings and 30-somethings. They can't afford a house. They know their parents bought a house for 4 years' wages, and now they can't buy one for 40 years' wages.
Yeah, but the funny thing
they're
is,
angry.
well, I mean, but everyone says that the two are related, but during COVID, when all the people, all the visiting like students and everyone had to bugger off back overseas, so there was a vacating of premises. All these property prices just kept on going up. It's not, it's the correlation that people just, like, common sense tells you, more people, more demand.
Yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily work that way. You got more people, that means more people to build the bloody things as well. So. I don't know what the answer is, but I think there's an argument to be made that you should keep the percentage of people who were born outside the country to around about 30%, just in general terms, which means you're still taking in quite a lot of people, but it's maybe at a rate of change that people, and all humans hate change, so we know that. So it is, as I said, it's like that argument. I know I'm wrong. Just give me 5 minutes to get used to the idea.
What's the population of Australia at the moment?
It's about
30.
27 and a half.
Right, because for a long period of time, our net migration in the UK was pretty low, and it was only in the 1990s under Tony Blair that all of a sudden the levels of net migration started going 200,000 ish. And that was a big thing in one of the elections in the early 2000s. And the Tories got in partly under a manifesto pledge of in the tens of thousands. Well,
Yeah.
roll forward to 2023, and the level of net migration was about 1 million in that particular
Wow.
year.
Really?
So, yeah,
Net
million,
migration, a million
a
coming in.
million,
That's
yes.
extraordinary. I was going to say 200,000 was a funny number because your population is maybe two and a half the size of ours, and yet we've consistently taken in 200,000 or more. So the cumulative effect of that, you get to a point where the percentage of people born outside the country is 60%, actually outnumbering the people who were born within the country. And I think that's where you run, like it's not about the color of the person's skin or culture or anything, but you want, if you want to actually preserve the sort of attitudes of a country, and why wouldn't you, regardless of color of skin, etc., that you do want, it's got to be at a certain speed so that people, for example, come in and experience the Australian, quote, fair go, and that sort of thing, which kind of underpins a lot of the way that people think and the way that the country acts. So it's an interesting one because it's not very fashionable to think of less migration, although it's especially when you've got Nazis involved and they're taking it all as a big win for them. So it's, I don't know, see where it all goes, but it seems like the UK and Australia are having quite similar protests at pretty much the same time, which is interesting.
I mean, the other interesting thing about our levels of migration is that it's although the sort of sharp end of it are the people arriving in small boats, actually in terms of the overall levels of migration, they're actually a very small part, but of course they're highly visible, highly toxic, going into hotels, getting all these freebies and so on. But in the meantime, there's sort of even in the last few years, there's still about 500,000-600,000 a year net migration, and and that's just the legal means. So people are applying for work visas or study visas, and then they get in, and a lot of times they do stay in the country. They just extend their visa and they get indefinite leave to remain. So it's a real sort of sea change going on in the UK.
Yeah, it's funny too. I think there was a time in Australia where, when the Labor government was in, if a single boat turned up, they'd go nuts over like 120 people or something. But the number of people just overstaying their visas, coming in on planes and overstaying their visas, was just in the thousands, like the tens of thousands even. So but they were invisible. And the thing about boats is that it's a lightning rod, isn't it, really, for people's discontent about the whole immigration issue, legal or otherwise. So yeah. But it's interesting now that the debate has turned to the legal amounts that the governments are actually just allowing to come in.
Yeah.
And like both parties in both countries allow a lot of immigration, and it's always, I know they say it's economically necessary with an aging population, etc., but a growing population also means growing GDP, which means you're less likely to ever get into a recession, which is good for the politicians of the day, but I'm sure they do it for reasons other than that as well.
Right.
Whereabouts are the migrants settling, Andy? In the cities or out in the countryside?
Nice.
Sorry, did you say whether they're
where they tend to settle? Is it the cities or is it more out in the suburbs and the countryside?
Well, I would say that the overwhelming majority of the legal migrants probably settle in the urban areas more than the countryside.
Okay.
So where I live, there's not really that much evidence. We were just discussing it yesterday. So my sort of place is quite rural, although it's a town of 30,000. But even in a fairly small town of 30,000, I'm sort of starting to notice things that I didn't necessarily notice 10 years ago. So obvious manifestation of, and it comes across your mind, and it's horrible to think this. I wonder where you're from. I wonder what your history is, why you're living in Consett, because Consett, in the northeast, really is almost an oasis for people of colour. It really is.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, well, I'm in a town of basically 2,500 people here in Mount Beauty. If you discount the tourists that are always here in some form, but it's noticeable in the last 5 years that we've got 2 service stations in town, and both of them are now run by Indian immigrant families. So it seems to be one of the almost like a strategy that seems to be common in that community of being quite into the retail.
Yeah, I'd say nearly 60% of the surveys in Ballarat are now run by Indians as well.
Yeah, so it seems to be just something about that nationality where they say, yep, retail, it's definitely the way to go. So
yeah, and they don't mind working night shifts. And
yeah, well, that's right, the long
hours
hours.
and stuff. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I can't quite work out Jacinta Price. It just seems so extraordinary to have an Indigenous female politician who was loudly outspoken about a voice to Parliament for Indigenous peoples, and was loudly outspoken last week about Indian immigrants being brought in by the Labor Party because they all vote for Labor. So it's like what? As I say, I can't quite work her out.
No, I can't either.
And the other thing is that people seem confident that she's going to go places, but I'm not sure. I'm just thinking, are you just going to crash and burn at some point?
Yeah, she's not going to pass the pub test for Aussies.
It's
just too much.
And I think her own the large, like she.
Yeah.
There's talk of her moving from the Senate to the lower house, but people are saying in the Northern Territory she's really very disliked. She wouldn't be able to find you can get in on the Senate on quite sort of loose numbers really over a large geographic area, but when you sit for a seat, you've got to win that seat. It's a very concentrated area to have where everyone sort of likes you, and from all accounts, the majority of all the Indigenous areas that she's
come and join me, Dave.
Ooh. Anyway, how are we going on this game here? Even -2.
Yep.
Right. I will cease and desist from any predictions.
Dave and I look as though we're hobbling along on this course.
Yeah, we'd like you to predict Dave.
And Dave's...
That's a terrible effort.
I feel like I'm being used.
I only tapped that one. Wow.
Now you're getting a feel for what these Greens are, and they're going to continue doing this.
I could not hit that any softer, and that's going to
Yeah.
fucking mile.
Yeah, well, I'm going to start paying a lot more attention to these greens before I hit the second shot from now on.
Oh,
If this is a taste of things to come,
it's interesting. Not 100% sure.
I think I'd enjoy a Hawthorn Collingwood grand final as well, actually. Now that I'm thinking of it.
Oh, that'd be great. As long as Hawthorn don't win.
It'd be a huge effort by them if they did from 8th. And without Will Day, probably their best player. But Sam Mitchell is so obviously a very good coach, isn't he?
It's hard for me to accept, but yeah.
Oh, and your new coach, Dave. Hopefully that doesn't end in a horror movie.
Oh.
bollocks.
Well, that's interesting. I wouldn't. Oh,
Hmm.
That's really confounded me.
I don't mean to confound you, Dave.
I am confounded. I'm going to go half a ball outside left edge. That's it.
Yeah. Just hit a tiny bit more pace.
I mean, if it had come down the hill at that pace, it was going to go over the top. But they do tend to drop when they're uphill. Well, tightened it up a bit.
The birdie boys became the bogey boys.
Yeah,
Well,
got our attention now. It is long, isn't it?
another par 5. This one looks like a genuine par 5. So
658. I'm sure it's a genuine one. I'm glad Mount Beauty doesn't have anything that long, Phil.
Yeah, me too. Oh, I've got to get out and start swinging a club.
Gentle swings at first, Phil. Gentle
Yeah.
swings. You don't want to rip.
I know.
Oh, you've got to save enough energy to piggyback me for the last 4 holes, Phil.
Yeah, we might have to hire a car.
Look at that.
beast.
Look at it. All right.
Confidence booster.
I was very disappointed when I went to the shops the other day. I was trying to get pick up some bunting, to just in case the Don manages to make it up to County Durham on his forthcoming trip to the UK. But I somehow don't think that County Durham is going to be much of an importance for him.
Well, unless he finds
no gilded towers up there, no golf courses to take over.
there could be some land to build a golf course on.
Yeah.
You reckon
Oh,
there's some good land for a
going
links
on here?
course there, Andy? Look at this.
I
It's
know,
just
I've gone
smashing
berserk
past
all of
us.
a sudden. Sorry, Dave, what were you saying?
Is there any good lands to build a links course somewhere up there?
Well, there are plenty of stuff like all the way up the coast. I mean, that's only 30, 40 miles away.
Yeah.
So I'd imagine he's going to be helicoptered. I think he's mainly staying at Windsor Castle, and he'll be going to Chequers in the Norfolk. So I'd imagine he'll get a helicopter that will take him from there. But there's no way he's going to be driving his cavalcade through London. He's going to get absolutely
No.
egged and all sorts.
Yeah. Well, I would imagine there'd be pretty good security around Donald at all times these days.
Yeah.
There'd be
Well,
any
put it
number.
like this: there'll be more security around him than there is for the present British Prime Minister, I would think.
Yeah, you would think so.
Armed to the teeth,
Yeah.
hundreds of people in a protective bubble.
Yeah. Oh God, like he's definitely made a lot of enemies in a very short period of time.
Come on, stop. Ah. That's not bad. Dave, you doing it to me again? Give me a bit of a read. But I did pay you back on the previous hole.
Alright, this can't attack this too hard. It runs away a bit after the hole. They've uphill though. More. Alright.
Have I gone to town on your attempt? I hope so. Well, you obviously saw a bit of left to right now. I'm barely seeing it. Can't see it there. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I can see it. Oh, you haven't hit it? Oh, you dick. Okay, follow me in, Dave.
Thank you, Andy.
We're just throwing it away.
Alright, we might as well restart teams.
Okay.
Okay.
Off you get, Phil.
I believe everyone's back.
I think so.
253. Oh, this is a nice, easy par 3.
Sorry, did you just say what? Oh, that's crazy.
Well, I'm fully expecting Mr. Mackey to deliberately hit it to within that beach towel just beyond the bunker, but not on the green, so that it hits the upslope and then stops within 5 feet.
Yep. Well, I'm definitely aiming for the bunker.
Well, you've given me ideas, Andy. Now I've got to have a look for that
I know
beach
you too
towel.
well.
I don't like this at all.
Can I fit a super hook into it as well?
Completely missed the bunker.
All right, that's the end of the leader. Let's take advantage of this, Andy.
Oh yeah, I'm gone.
See, where's this beach towel Andy's referring to? Boy, it's a bloody small towel. But I see what you're going for. Let's see what the landing distance is. 241, 8 feet downhills. I do see a shot.
That's. Has Peter Boyle just joined us?
Right. Let's see.
Actually, I think it's incredibly difficult to get this, but I'm going to give it a go.
I like your line.
Oh, easily
It's going to
got
be a long putt.
49.17. Okay.
Oh, that's pretty flat.
Okay, 59.
Nice.
Pick up.
Two, 7, 8, 14, 15. All right. 32. Well, it might be a bit less than that. 32. Come on.
It's a very nice putt.
Yep. Well judged.
I'll give you the line there, Dave.
Thank you. Need all the help.
Shit.
Looks good.
Yeah. haven't played.
Mm.
Okay. No. Incorrect.
That's fine.
No, but yeah, look how wide that fairway is. Shouldn't really have got the miss, but
You can land a jumbo jet on that fairway, Dave.
I've seen Dave play Flight Simulator. I'm not sure he can.
you're right.
Oh, that's harsh. That is way harsh.
It was.
No, fully deserved.
I'm afraid I have to fess up to being a bit guilty about an activity which had me thought, oh God, maybe this isn't quite appropriate. And I was indulging in a bit of sniping with Sniper Elite 2.
Yeah.
I came off the session and went in to speak to Carol, and I said, oh, I killed a few more Germans and that. And then I suddenly realised it was highly inappropriate considering what's just happened in the world. And there's me sort of sitting in front of a PC happily sniping away Germans.
took out some more crowds.
I guess it's just as well you weren't getting deliveries of bratwurst or something while you came out and said that.
Well, it's funny you should say that, Phil, because I didn't.
Yeah,
I've
nice.
never been so disappointed in sausages as when my one time when I ventured into Germany, and I was with some other people at the time, and stopped to get one of these, what I thought was a hot dog. Well, it was a hot dog and it was a bratwurst, but I had it. I just couldn't eat it. It was like a thick rubberized.
Fucking thing. Hello.
Yeah,
What happened?
yeah.
Phil never
That was
jumped out early enough earlier on, so the bloody thing kept going. Even though I looked at it and it said we're only 5 seconds into the call.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's all right, Phil.
I thought it was Andy getting censored because he was saying I thought it was a thick rubber and then cut off.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. I suddenly got disconnected there.
No, we all
Maybe
did.
maybe all
So-
the talk about krauts and bratwursts.
Yeah.
See the trouble you get me into, Phil. I'll probably get some jackbooted members of the
Are you-
British Constabulary here.
Are you saying this is somehow partially, maybe perhaps, my fault?
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's being directly listened to by MI5 as we speak.
Yeah.
So, what was wrong with the bratwurst? Was it just a bad bratwurst, or you didn't like the taste of the bratwurst?
It was just the outer covering of it was just, ooh, like I say, it was like eating through, the initial bit was just the skin was just too thick and not very pleasant at all.
Well, that's disappointing. I mean, we get great bratwursts at our Vic Market here.
We do, yeah. Yes, it's a regular
Mm.
on
Is
on
it?
the visit. Oh God, yeah. You go down there and you get the bun, you get the fried onions, you get the mustard, you get the sauerkraut.
Got to get the sauerkraut, and I
Yeah,
put tomato sauce in there as well, and the fried onions.
and the fried onions,
Yeah,
Wow.
and of course the bratwurst sausage.
yeah, spicy. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, when I first moved into town, those bratwursts were $2.90. Now they're about $10 to $11, but that's not
yeah,
bad. It's 25 years later.
yeah. That's the thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I keep forgetting that. I still think everything in my apartment is new.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
bit too far.
wow.
Bit too
Oh
far to
my
the left,
goodness.
Dave.
That was a very good
Right.
putt, though.
That was a good putt, wasn't it? All right.
Yeah, I knew someone who worked in a bratwurst factory.
I don't
For a
want to know
while.
what I don't want to know what you found out, because then I might stop eating bratwursts.
No, he just said it was the worst job he ever had.
Oh, okay. All right. I saw what happened to Dave, so I don't want to hit this too hard because it could end up off the bloody green. Just gotta. It's almost an old fella putt. Oh God. I thought I'd gone way too far to the right. It's missed by a mile to the left. Wow.
well, you've warned us about these greens.
Well, they're starting to assert their authority.
They're a little bit feisty.
Well, I think another thing's happening because out of the last of the 8 holes we've played, there's probably only been about 2 where there's been very short irons on the par 4s, maybe just 1. I mean, the par 5s, if you hit the fairway, you've got a short iron in, but you haven't got it's not a chip, it's a full shot. Difficult to get the ball consistently close. Mind you, I haven't said that.
These scores have been very similar for a long time. Yeah, it's Mayor's office. Oh, then again, that bunker's
Yeah,
awkwardly
it's gonna,
placed.
it's
I'm
gonna
starting
come
to
into
think
play.
that's not Mayor's office.
Well, the only problem is if you go too far left. Oh, well,
Just going.
did Dave hit the 3-wood? I wonder. Oh,
Surely he didn't.
Well, I think there's a chance he might have done.
That should kick left and be okay. That was my thinking.
Well, is this might be a bullshit your honour statement coming up?
I would have liked another 20 yards to the left. Oh, there's a gap in those trees. You could super fade through that gap. No? Yeah, going to be out with Dave.
All right.
Okay, Dave, show me the way.
Shouldn't be that bad, really.
Yeah, I think that bunker's not really in play.
Mm.
Look at this.
Pretty well worked out. And I think
Well done, Dave.
indulge in the same kind of shot making process. Too far. I don't know, I've left it under the hole though. Not as good as yours.
Still going to be a tricky little putt. Even though it's only 4 foot.
Oh, very nice.
Pretty good.
Where is it?
It's just hard to. Dave did great.
No, I was just lucky.
Were you?
Well, I knew what I wanted to do. I didn't think it was going to work out that well, but.
Jacques!
I'm sticking it to him, Andy, but none of it's working.
No.
I mean, when you live in Ballarat, you have to put up with a lot. So my sledging is the least of it.
Ballarat is a wonderful town. Look at this. Oh.
Come on.
Come on, Dave. I'll try and join you to keep you company. It isn't easy either.
I'd like some company because the more the merrier if we're going to have a crack at getting near the lead.
Alright. Can't believe I'm aiming that far outside the hole.
You would want another 3 feet on it, would you?
Oh!
Well done.
Jesus.
Tried to get away.
I did.
Did anyone watch the rugby final yesterday between the Raiders and
No,
Broncos?
there was like a golden kick or some crap.
It was pretty amazing. Pretty amazing.
Oh.
Oh, this is a good par 4.
Okay.
Wow, isn't it?
Beauty.
Those trees might be in the way.
Maybe, maybe not. But it's a scary looking tee shot.
Well, we don't want you to be frightened.
Not smart enough to be frightened, Andy.
Yeah, that's drawn nicely into the middle.
Yep, much better.
Right, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna.
You're going to do the range draw version of my shot, aren't you? Which, no, you're not. You're just going to go straight at the corner. Tiger line.
Oh, it's a disgrace.
No, I'm doffing my cap to that one. He meant it.
Yeah, there we go.
He liked it too.
Oh my goodness.
It was a bit on the tight side.
And is this happening in real time for you, Phil, or are you like 5
No,
seconds?
Yeah, give it 4 or 5 seconds, I reckon.
Can you hit a button to like refresh?
Yeah,
Regular.
but it's still showing live. Like when it's as live as it can be, the red button is lit next to the word live,
Yeah.
and it is. I'll tell you when Dave hits this.
We
Would
probably
have been
need to.
funny if I said I'll tell you when Andy hits this.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, he hit it.
I mean, if we had 10,000 followers, we'd probably move to Twitch because that's more accurate real time. But given we have one follower and that's you, it's probably
Yeah.
not going to happen.
All right.
I think what
I'll
Dave's
try to
saying.
not take that personally.
Don't take it personally. Oh, no.
And you caught the short stuff.
Oh, you went 199.
That looks good. Looks great.
That's going to work out really well.
It's no baby.
Oh, baby.
Oh.
Like that one, Ernie?
Oh, I don't want that one back.
No. Mm.
Very nice putt.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
It just
Indeed.
went hard left for no reason that I could see.
Okay, Dave, I'm alongside you now.
Yep, all right. Time to make our move.
Oh, Christ. Bloody hell. That is not good. That is awful. Don't go there, Dave.
Try not to. Otherwise, there'll be deployment tactics happening.
Oh. We're swinging the night.
no!
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Oh,
What is
that's
out there that's
worse.
so attractive?
Nothing. Oh my god.
Well,
Oh, Jesus.
What is going on?
I am not assuming.
Holy cow.
I don't know if I can actually get out of there. I'm gonna re-hit.
Wow. Oh, wow. You're having your third shot. Jesus
That
Christ.
just looked like a nightmare down there. And I know
Well-
exactly what I did. Oh, fuck. Almost did it the other side.
That's the one. Harry 236. Jesus Christ, I was about to pull out a driver. I'm glad I looked. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you haven't even hit drivers and you've both gone in that bloody rubbish. Jeez. Should have kept my mouth shut till I had my shot. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I should have done. I was just too tentative. Now then, where the hell am I? Oh, God.
I can see why Dave went back to the tee.
Yeah, and I was deeper in it as well.
Yeah, you
so,
were much deeper in, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't even see my player. Honestly, I can see him.
See any snakes or badgers? What?
God. Right. Oh, you're not going to believe this. I can actually.
You see,
Can
yeah.
actually yeah. Oh my word. Right. Hmm. Might take me a minute or two to
Yeah.
work this out.
See, I reckon in this situation there should have also been an option to declare a lost ball and go back and hit again.
Well,
Because you don't have an option
There's-
here, do you? You've got to play a shot.
well, actually, there is a shot here. Where I'm looking at, there is the slightest. It's only 11% loss.
Oh, he's got it up there.
Wow, he's on the green. It's fantastic. Wow. 9 out of 10, Andy. 9.5 out of 10. Fantastic.
42 feet. I'll take that. I'm not even going to press replay. I don't want to take the risk.
No.
There was a pretty decent sized gap, but I couldn't really get close enough to man to see how far I was swinging back. But
Yeah. We couldn't see the gap. We couldn't see any of the workings you were doing, but amazing.
Damn it.
Damn it.
I'll take the result, but that wasn't the aim that I had.
It's not bad. See, mine is 20 inches downhill, Dave, so I've got a... Well, it's an old man putt and a half, that.
Yep.
Oh, that's...
I want that off the green. I've got it off the green.
Okay, right. Let's see what this bloody puppy's like. 4, 6, 9, 10, 13, 17. Oh, Christ. Oh, this is horrible. 20 inches downhill. And then it just falls off even worse. Oh, God almighty. Okay. God almighty, 20. Stop, 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 stop. Stop. Well, I didn't, I used too much of the old man, I think, there.
Yeah.
My Uncle Dad's going to give me a bit of a read.
I'm going to turn around and putt off that green. No assistance given.
Well, you keep threatening to do it, but I've never seen it yet, Dave. So.
No one's that stupid.
Oh no, that's going to be awful.
That's that'll be a challenge.
Quite as much as you thought, a little bit, but it might be more for me.
Oh, I'll take the double.
Well, if you'd sunk that, Dave, there was the outside chance you might have dropped no strokes.
Very outside chance.
Oh well.
Just got to not get too excited here. There's trouble.
There may be trouble ahead. Yes, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Just.
Worth its weight in gold, that. Well, we both made some inroads on day 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Starting to get a little bit tight again.
Isn't it? And I think these greens might have another couple of 3 putts in them.
Oh, what's
There's
this?
This is the
There's other
signature
issues
hole.
here. Hiya.
Oh,
I'll very happily take that.
Yep, nice.
That's a great line.
That's right on it.
Great shot.
thank you.
Sorry, Dave.
That's right.
Looks
This one's on
excellent.
it too.
It's right on it. Bloody hell, that's quality golf. Look at those 3.
16, 15, 16, 17 feet. Not bad at all.
No, not even close. How can it miss by that much? Come on.
Not fair sometimes, Dave.
Ah, it felt unreadable.
Too hard. Idiot. Fucking belted it.
He's belted it. Oh, dear me.
Give it Andy a bit of a read as well.
Oh. I think I'm actually coming from a better angle than you do, Dave.
You are.
It's
And
just
way
the
better than
top.
Dave's. Looks good.
Oh, yes.
Was never going to miss. Fantastic.
Just a little bit of right to left, not much.
And it tightens up even more.
Yes, it does. Ooh, I thought I was going to.
What? What?
No, I know. It's just,
It never looked like missing.
We appreciate your quality putt, Dave.
Yes.
All right. All right, we got a game.
oh,
Oh,
That's what you call adjacent to the marker stone.
indeed.
I wonder what would have happened if I'd have hit it. I wonder whether it's solid or just a bit of painting.
Tony, you should stream this to the main TV so the whole family can watch this excitement.
They have.
Not interesting.
I was trying to take the time to properly sugarcoat my response, Andy.
I think I've just sort of addressed the envelope for you there, Phil.
You did, indeed.
All right.
Right, move on.
Now moving on.
Well, there's two slightly better shots than mine. Shot. Shot. Don't think it's going to make much. Oh.
I was just looking at the forecast, weather forecast, and there's still a bit of snow on Mount Bogong, and I was thinking, you might see a bit of snow up there, but tomorrow I noticed 20 to 40 mil of heavy rain forecast for Falls Creek. So,
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, that'll wash the snow away.
It will, big time. Next week there's some light snow showers forecast, but that might be on top of Bear Rock, the way things are going.
Yeah.
Fortunately, so no, it'd be nice to have a bit of snow left over. But
Is this the first time you entertained one or both of the Daves in Mount Beauty?
No, it's not.
Dave's been up a couple of times. Not for a few years though. I think COVID sort of brought the end to it because you were coming up every September or thereabouts for a while, weren't you, Dave?
Yeah, pretty much.
So
and then, yeah, you're right.
then,
I think it was before COVID was the last time.
Yeah. So in other words, you haven't been up here for 5 or 6 years.
I'll see the new metallic balcony.
You will indeed, and the faux timber decking, which is
and the extra few inches of viewing from the kitchen window.
Yeah, and this weekend we brought out the scaffold, and I trimmed the pine tree and even the avocado tree to enhance our view, and the pine tree was getting a bit scraggly, so tidied it up. But it takes a bit to put up the full scaffold. It reaches up about 5 meters.
Yeah, good shot.
Wow.
Yeah.
But we could have taken out one extra branch. But we'll see what you think when you get in. But yeah, no, it's good. It's all good. You know, we planted a bacon avocado tree when we first got here,
Right.
and it's very frost resistant strain, which is why we did it. But we get the last 2 or 3 years, we're finally getting avocados off the tree, but they ripen up in the middle of bloody winter. And when I trimmed the tree, there was one final avocado, and they're just beautiful. They're perfect looking, just like in the store. But the thing that they don't do, that store avocados do, ours are much better, because you pick them and they're rock hard, and you leave them in the bowl on the kitchen table for about a week, and they get quite soft. And with a commercial one, when they get that soft, you think, oh, has it gone black inside or something by now? But you open up these ones, and because the only handling that they've had is us taking them off the tree, they're absolutely perfect. They're bloody beautiful.
Fantastic.
No bruising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can date when I was last there, because you were building that It was like a cabinet thing in the backyard.
Oh, okay. Oh,
That was
the woodworking shed.
yeah,
Oh well.
that's it. Yeah, so that was the
Okay.
year I was up there, and you were
Wow.
having terrible trouble drilling through something with one of the drill bits.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah,
So whatever year that was when I was last up.
yeah. Well, that is a while ago, buddy. Because the pergola and the shed, you'll be impressed. It's all in
Yeah.
place. It's yeah.
Nice putt.
Oh,
Oh, it was a good. I just needed 1% more pace. Would have done it. Wow.
Hmm.
oh, oh, oh.
Mm.
Same with that one. 1% more and it was in.
Yeah,
Mm.
this game's on a knife edge now.
I don't know whether you get these particular sweets in Australia, but if you do and you've never tried them, I can heartily recommend them. They're called Werther's Originals.
Yes, we do get them.
Yeah, they're butterscotch.
Oh,
eh?
you do. A lovely little sweet.
Butterscotch.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's my kids have recently got onto those as well, and like them as old-fashioned boiled sweets.
I remember they had an ad campaign. Maybe it was 20 or 30 years ago, but they really pushed them hard for a little bit of time, and then I've heard nothing since.
Hmm.
Don't have missed it. No. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Oh, bollock.
351 out, Andy. It's a moot point.
It is a moot point.
Just gonna. Did not pay attention to your club. I'm just gonna make sure I'm not gonna hit a driver into some stupid river. Okay. I think I was about to hit a driver into a stupid river. Now I'm not. I've decided to try and join you, but I think I've got away with it.
Come and join. Oh, you're joining me, I think, Dave.
I might.
Yes.
That's all right. First cut's fine.
Yeah, join the First Cut Kids.
First Cut Kids. Sounds like a good name for a teen band or something.
You going for the first cut again, Dave? No, you've just stayed.
Just showing off, Andy.
Just showing you how straight I can hit the ball.
That's right. Andy's done the same. But gone more brute. Yes.
Yes, by a yard and a half.
Take that, Dave.
I've been put back in the box.
Well, I don't know whether you've noticed, Dave, but I've been kind of, I can only describe it as stalking you on the course. I seem to be going very close to where you've been on the
Yes.
greens, definitely. And you have given me a couple of decent reads. I'm going to pay very close attention to where you put this. It's gonna. Oh,
Pretty good.
Well, I've got to think that Dave hit the 120 club, so he's gone 5 yards. Ah. We'll have a look at this pin. Right. Got to say the green looks quite quite inviting.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, nice.
Well, I've kind of done it again. I've got inside you, Dave.
That's all right. At least I don't think I'm going to give you a read this time. Well, not as clear a read anyway.
Oh.
Nice day.
You've got a feeling that one or more people must get a birdie here.
Oh, Dave's going to give me a nice read.
We're going to get cries of "this ain't fair" coming as soon. Yeah, did look very straight. Just hoping mine is just as straight, and it's not. Definitely not. Okay. Right. Oh, read it though.
Nice.
That was a big putt, Andy. Kept you within one. Well, I really don't need to read anything or wave poles. I'm just going to hit it straight like Dave's went.
Three birdies.
All right, let's restart teams for the last time.
Okay.
Good idea.
All right.
You jumping out, Phil?
How's that?
Are you jumping out?
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
That's all right. Hello.
Hello.
Yep.
Hello.
We just managed to time it. Phil just jumped out in time.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting path 3.
Can we all get within 20 foot this time?
Yeah, it's a tough score right now.
Hmm. Okay. Not within 20 feet, though.
Mind. Probably wasn't it.
You're attempting some sort of range draw. All right.
Yeah, it was just a bit of a push.
Looks pretty decent. Might be on the short side. Not bad, though.
A little bit short, that's fine. So no one got within 20 foot.
Nope.
Yes, you can see the slope of that green there where we landed. Sounds like an overflowing dunny, doesn't it? Is it?
No, no, no.
A bit enthusiastic.
it? Quite.
Good pace.
Well, safe 2-putt. Yep.
Oh,
Very good.
That was very stressful. Ooh,
thought I belted it. That was dangerous all that away.
mm.
Oh, fuck. It's not the place to put it. Well, have I got some kind of an avenue?
I thought I saw a gap.
I saw a gap there as well. Whether it's good enough.
Will do.
Oh Christ! Unfortunately, I don't think I can. I think I've got to take a punt on this.
Yep. You got up.
Good punt, Andy. Great punt. What a shot.
Fantastic.
What a shot. Wow.
Well, I've got away with two outrageous hacks out the rough today.
You got to be delighted with that one.
Yeah, I thought I'd shoved it too far left. To be honest, I wasn't even aiming it anywhere near the pin. I thought I'd just try and get somewhere over what I thought was the lowest tree.
Well, great success.
I've been taking lessons from the master, Dave. This is a more traditional approach. It's right on it.
Yes.
Don't they run away?
It's very ordinary in comparison to yours.
Yeah, you're in the box seat there, Andy. That's a good spot.
Well, it's 10 feet. It's an old man putt, though.
Well, this is 147. It's going to be a chopped 134 and hopefully just run up onto the green.
You've chopped it reasonably well. Very well. 10 feet, 12 feet,
Look at them go, though. Yeah.
15 feet.
It's sort of semi-uphill, so I'm okay with that.
Pace was decent.
I can't believe it missed by that much. I waved the pole for ages. It was dead flat, and it's just gone 4 inches to the left.
And 3. Overhit it.
Through the line. Hmm.
Well, I think we can safely say there's going to be no double busted tonight.
No, sir.
There were a couple of alarm bells early, but we've fought back great.
Got a feeling that was my fault
Right.
again.
It happened again. Yeah. Oh, don't matter.
That wasn't us, was it?
It was us.
Had it been an hour?
No. Anyway, doesn't matter. Because I heard the noise and I thought, no, that's not the sound of the team's meeting ending, but it was.
Coming
Did
down
you-
to the wire.
Did you hear that noise, Dave?
Yeah. It was like a
It's-
Windows bong.
I didn't hear that noise. I just heard the disconnection noise.
Or whatever that noise is.
Yeah, I mean,
Mm.
it's something that I hear from time to time, invariably when Teams is on. So I don't quite know what that noise indicates.
Wow.
395 yards to go.
See if you can outbrute the brute, Dave.
I don't care. Just want to hit the fairway.
He's trying.
But soon as you challenge me, no, there's
Well,
no chance.
he's taken the shorter line. He might have done it. No. Oh. Yeah. Well, the main thing here is just not to make a mess of this approach shot. So that means go for that white marker. And pulled it left. Might have got away with it.
Okay. Oh, fucking done it again. Stay there. Stay in the light rough. I'll do first cut. Yeah.
No! Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
The deep stuff.
Crikey.
Whatever.
Well,
Looks
that
as
was,
though you're right next.
Yeah, they haven't done their blending very well, I think.
You better hope that's not a physical barrier.
Oh, I'll be fine.
Yeah. It's all getting a bit. Pretty decent, though. Very decent.
Yeah, lovely.
And I think I'm under the hole, honestly.
You are under the hole. I'm definitely under the hole, but I'm a mile away from it.
Off the green's better than on.
Yeah. It's not a bad sort of place to attack the pin from if you're gonna. That's a weird looking texture, that. I can't believe that's solid.
Well, I've got to hope it doesn't do what Dave thought it might do, but. No, it did.
Oh, I did! Bloody hell!
Oh, that's fucked.
That's harsh.
That is harsh, yes.
What? No.
If I'd known it was going to do that. Shit.
Sure do with Guinness. It's not bad. Got a tricky little putt.
That's a pretty damn good shot from you.
Oh, 11 right. Well, I couldn't win it at that point, but I certainly could have lost it at that point.
Mm.
Damn it. Fuck yeah.
Unlucky, Dave.
Boy.
Good putt. He's got into the lead at just the right time. Right now, did anyone hear that?
Here
No.
what?
God knows what that was. That was probably the same sound that you were referring to a few minutes ago. All change. Bloody hell, 518 yards. Oh,
Against the wind. Lucky we can pick windy or something.
yeah.
Can't afford to miss this fairway. How far out? Bloody hell. I'll barely be able to make it.
No. No. Oh, Christ. Come on, bounce out, bounce out. Come on, bounce out.
If ever you needed a disgrace, that was the time.
Well, it's the first cut. I'm not sure whether I'm. Oh, God. Bloody tool. I tell you what, I had 3 or 4 goes at trying to swing that. I deliberately didn't want to hook the bejesus out of it, and I did the exact opposite. Right. Oh, this is bloody awful. I've got to hit a mega fade.
A super fade.
Yeah. Too much, but it's
It's up in flop range.
indeed.
Birdie chance.
But it's not a bit, it's a par 4, Dave.
Oh, shit. I'd forgotten. It just seems so long. It must be a par 5.
It's not a bad shot.
All right.
Okay, well, the door is open for you to walk through. bad. Oh, right. Let's have a look at this puppy.
Nice shot.
Very good.
Oh, there seems to be some serious swale action right on this pin. It looks really horrible. Got to be close, or it's going to be. Feels like if you don't get it within 4 feet, it's hardly doable.
Oh, just that inward groan there, Dave.
It just feels like a lot of work, Andy. I just wanted 6 inches. No, 6 feet.
Uh,
2 inches down.
oh my word!
It just broke so hard.
Oh, for fuck's
Exactly.
sake. Last 2
No.
holes have fucking killed me. Get
Oh,
fucked.
dear me.
That stupid rough edge cost me 2 shots.
Yeah, that was bullshit. That was harsh.
It
Way
just
harsh.
put me off. Fucking hell. Well done.
Don't say well done to me. Could be Andy as well.
Well, Andy just
And-
won the game. I believe.
No, he drew the game.
Yes, it's a draw. Hmm.
Fuck's sake.
Oh,
Get
Oh,
fucked.
so
that
a
was
brutal finish.
That was just.
Just brutal.
wow.
There's no other word for it.
It
And then he
is.
just Nick Faldo his way in and snatched the draw.
Mm.
Wow. It was,
I don't think we would have seen that coming along there.
no, that was some script.
And
I had 13 straight pars to start the game. Wow.
right, let's have a look. Right. Well, that's an unusual half. I haven't had many of those, Dave.
No. Not done that way either.
15th of the 9th. 25, and that was Aberdeen.
Was.
See. The and 90. God, we haven't had calm. What Tuesday championship?
Yep.
Yep.
The tips.
Champ. Easy. Do that. Reset. 71. 0.5, 0.5. C. V. Should be 72. And that should be 72. Okay, 23, 24, and Uncle Dave on 35. Need a lot more to happen a lot quicker than this.
Don't worry, Andy. There's plenty of time for a beef Wellington down here. It'll be okay.
09, 25.
Mm. Yeah. Well, we get a funny sort of mushroom up this way in the middle of winter. Sometimes it's all red
Are they magic?
with white spots.
Well, that sounds really dangerous.
Yeah. I've opted against putting that in a stew.
Oh God! Or maybe a beef Wellington. Is this where this is all leading to? Okay,
I think
Dave.
you don't want to be obvious.
286.
Do you? It's got to be rabbit stew.
Right, 286. Yeah.
85.
What was that next one?
85.
85. Yeah.
306.
306. Yeah.
78.
78. Yeah.
172.
172.
179.
Yeah. 179.
50.
50. Mine.
289.
30.
No,
289.
Yep.
Yeah.
64.
64. Yeah.
311.
311.
67.
Yeah. 67.
161.
161. Yeah.
175.
175. Yeah.
67.
67. And yours, Dave?
284.
284. Yeah.
100.
100. Bloody hell, you hit all the fairways.
Yeah.
Wow.
304.
304. Yeah.
61.
61. Yeah.
All those fairways didn't help me much. 156.
56. Yeah.
182.
182.
And 86.
That's
86.
it's the first time since I've been queuing I've seen 100% fairways.
Well, I actually can't remember ever doing it.
It happens now and then, but not very often. Andy, are we going to go to 4 digital places for the putting? For me and Dave?
What is this, the Olympics?
Well, we're both on 1.528.
Wow.
On the
Can't you
first-
just
on the
hold
first-
hands and get a gold medal each or
We
something?
can, if you want. But if we...
Well
It's up to
done,
Andy,
boys.
really.
I mean, I can do it to 4, but I don't think it'll make any difference. Well, mate, we'll just sort of do it for giggles.
You can-
Custom currency.
I'd bet money if we left it at 3, it's going to vary off anyway. There's no way it'll stay. the same.
5197. Oh, format. 51. Yeah, exactly the same.
Okay.
Okay, so leave it at that. 1.520. Well done, Dave, for getting on top of Uncle Dave's putting stat. That would be interesting to see how that one pans out.
Indeed.
Right.